What has she told you? Enough. Tell me, what have I ever done to lose the favor of my father?
What's he talking about, Dr. Parker?
You are not my son.
Do you want to die with that lie on your lips? All right, stand back, Dr. Parker. Hang on, stand down. No one's killing anybody here. What do you think you're doing, Edgar?
I am going to kill my father. You are not my son, damn it!
There's something! Someone's gonna kill this man! Please! Everyone! Please don't hurt my son!
The son?
Please! You'd understand if you would just listen to his story. Let me tell you his story. For God's sake, Thomas, let's just tell the truth. For once and for all, we must get this secret out.
I should have done as you asked me on the day he was born.
Oh.
Or don't you remember?
I remember everything. I was Thomas's assistant at the time.
I was a young and ambitious vet just starting out.
I loved him dearly.
I loved her dearly. I hope she would marry me if I asked.
I was hoping you would ask me to marry him.
There was a time or two when she would dance with me. Her skin was so soft.
It was gorgeous and young. And I
Would melt in my heart.
We danced by hours or more.
But we would part at the door, and we kissed with no tongue. We made a promise to wait, and it was gonna be great. I was developing a pheromone that would help to increase the birth yield in cattle.
It would have been a windfall for him had it been successful.
We were working late in the laboratory one night.
And that's when the accident happened.
Oh, I'm so sorry!
It's all right.
Oh, I'm such a klutz.
It's not a problem, really.
The pheromone was designed to be rubbed into the hide of the cow in order to stimulate sexual arousal in the bull.
But he had no success with his experiments. In desperation, he explored beyond the bounds of accepted scientific practice. Into the bovine solution, he introduced the pheromones of a dozen other animals, some endangered, some human. The results had properties greater and more universal than he had intended. Dr. Parker, what are you doing?
Oh, you're so beautiful!
Thomas, what are you doing? Stop!
Love me, Mary! Love me!
Stop it! Stop, Thomas, please!
Dance with me, darling! Dance with me, darling! Love me! Love me! Meredith! Love me!
To say that he took me would be romanticizing the act. To say that he raped me would be unfair. He was beyond his own control, acting on an impulse of his own creation that I'm sure he didn't understand. For me, it was the most painful experience I had had in my young life. Of course, I didn't know what was about to happen as I tried to walk back home. The bats were attracted by the pheromone. They were everywhere. They bit, they burrowed, everywhere. They violated me. I ran for home. The bats followed me. I hoped my parents would know what to do.
Ah, Meredith!
What's going on? Oh my lord!
Bats! Help me get them off her!
I felt the bats release. Were they done with me? Was this horror finally over? I looked up. The bats went after my parents.
The next morning, I found Meredith barely alive between the bodies of her dead parents. I brought her to my home. I still loved her, but we were both so ashamed of what happened, we couldn't even look at each other. When I found out that 2 months after the incident she was pregnant with my child, I begged her to marry me. I hoped she would love me again.
In my heart, I knew that I could never love him again, but I wanted my child to have a father.
We moved to Hope Falls, where I was sure with time we could learn to forget the horrors of the past, but the true horror was yet to come.
Meredith, you just give me one more push, and you're going to be the most beautiful. Oh, there she is. Congratulations, Meredith. You're now the mother of a beautiful baby girl. She's beautiful. Can I hold her? Yeah, just 1 second. I'm just going to wash her off. Just give me one more push. What is it? Something else here. What is it? It could be the placenta. Oh, God!
The job fell to me. I brought the bad child into the woods. I had put to sleep countless animals in my line of work, so killing the thing shouldn't have been a problem. I dearly hope that this act would finally convince Meredith of the depth of my love for her. But I found I couldn't do it. I felt to my horror that I'd be killing my own creation. Nonetheless, I couldn't bring such a monster back into my home, to my wife, and have it serve as a reminder of the past we worked so hard to erase. So I left you at the mouth of the cave, certain that time or predators would do what I couldn't. But I was wrong. The bats, your true fathers, came and they took you down to their